Hi, Jazz. Thank you for your comment, which is, have the doing of your father affected your mentality of being in a romantic relationship? So that's one question. And then the second question is, as well as if you have been in a romantic relationship, are men understanding of your trauma and are open? So I'm going to translate to be that you are asking me if what my father did to me affects my mentality towards relationships, and also if men understand, or are they understanding of the impacts of the trauma that I experienced. So for the first question, yes, I think any father-daughter relationship, whether it be positive, negative, or non-existent, is going to have an effect on your mentality when it comes to romantic relationships with men. So yes, it did. However, I understand that not every man in the world is my father. So knowing that, I have not been prejudiced against men. I am aware of the potential that humans in general have to be very, very evil and cruel. So I'm aware of that. And I think on a positive signs, the negative things that he did to me gave me a heightened awareness of the red flags to look for. Now, interestingly enough, because of the conditioning that he put me through, that did affect what I was accepting of in the very beginning. So I had to grow and learn about myself and what was correct, what was right, what was appropriate behavior, so on and so forth, and then employ that and understand my value and my worth. Because in the beginning, that had a huge effect on me. I mean, coming from a place that was so being treated so bad, then it was like simple things, just a man being kind just seemed like, oh my gosh, this amazing, wonderful, thing, when really it's like, well, that's the standard of normal. That wasn't anything extra. Someone saying hello and smiling is common, is supposed to be considered common. So yeah, I had to understand what my value was when it came to relationships. Now, for the second part of your question, do men understand? Most, yes. However, I was in a relationship where the man threw it in my face. And that was definitely the sign that he had to go. He literally threw it in my face, what my father did to me, and weaponized it in an argument. So yeah, he had to go. That has happened. As far as my husband, as far as my ex-husband, I actually did not tell him my background in the beginning because, of course, I was ashamed, I was afraid, I didn't know how he was going to take it. But then when I did tell him, he was understanding. Now, he wasn't understanding enough to stop him from being unfaithful with my sisters, but he was understanding as far as our interaction, and he was very tender and supportive, and yeah, so that was the case. And now with my interactions, I am currently single, been single for a minute, but with my interactions with men, they have been understanding and very sympathetic and empathetic and supportive. So, and proud. They usually tell me how proud they are of me because, of course, the men that I meet now know what I do publicly. So thank you for your question. I hope that answers and clarifies, and I also hope that it encourages other survivors to explore love. Like I said earlier, the negative actions of one person is not the standard. It's not the standard. So Everybody has a potential, but it's not the standard. There are people out there that care, and there are men out there who are loving and kind and supportive. So keep the faith, y'all. Talk to you soon. Thanks for your question, Jazz.